The popularity of photography have been boomed an all-time high in the last couple of years. You can now take photos from anywhere, at any scenarios, at any given time. There are a lot of action cameras today that are in the market, and these cameras have one thing in common besides being extra rugged, and that is, they have all an expensive price. Although some have announced a more economical version of their product, like the GoPro Hero, which is priced at around 7,200 pesos. It is still a bit expensive for some. And now, CD-R King brings us an action camera that can be within everybody's reach. The company released their very own action camcorder. Priced at only 3,380 pesos, how does this camera perform? Let's figure that out in our full review. The looks of the action camcorder isn't too far away from the footprints of the GoPros. The device also has a two-tone color and designed with 4 edges. There had been a lot of action cameras that came out since the original GoPro, but their manufacturers took a different road in achieving their devices' unique aesthetics. We got Sony's Action Cam and HTC Re as an example. The device comes in a two-tone color, gray and black. Although the black segments kinda looks like a material made in rubber, but it is actually not. The action camera is made entirely with plastic, although having the edges covered with real rubber would have been a great idea as it increases grip and ergonomics during usage. Taking a tour, we got the actual camera lens at the front, with a wide-angle 5-megapixel sensor, an LED action indicator, charging indicator, and some branding. The left side has the micro USB port, mini HDMI port, micro SD card slot capable of up to 32GB, and a reset button. The right side only has the built-in microphone. At the top we got the power/menu button and the shutter/recording button. And at the bottom we got a standard thread for any tripod or mounts. At the back we got a 1.5-inch LCD display with the menu buttons and controls at the right side. Although it is not a touchscreen, but still, it had been pretty useful. Unlike any action camera who doesn't sport a viewfinder, you could easily take a look of what you are shooting for, even without a smartphone on hand. Also, the display can be used for image preview or video playback. There are also a horde of accessories included in the package. We got a helmet mount with straps, bike handlebar mount, and a mount with a suction cap. We got also a waterproof case and a micro USB cable. The camera isn't waterproof all by itself. That is why it has to be on its waterproof case before it can be splashed on water. The device can be submerged for up to 20 meters underwater, although I haven't tried to use it on such deep water. I tried it on water deep enough to submerge the whole body for quite some time, and the case didn't have a hard time protecting the device. Once downloaded, you can fully utilize the camera's features on the companion app. Although before proceeding to the actual app, you have to manually connect your smartphone first on the action camera's Wi-Fi network via the smartphone's Wi-Fi settings. Once connected, voila! You now have yourself an external viewfinder, battery indicator, shutter and record button, settings, and almost everything. The device has a 5-megapixel CMOS sensor with a wide-angle lens, although the label on the packaging said that it can produce 12-megapixel shots, but it can only be achieved with the help of some software tricks. That having said, the quality it can produce is something to be expected. The final photos is something better than a 5-megapixel smartphone camera, but still a bit distant to the photos that an actual 8-megapixel sensor can produce. With that, details and colors are a bit mushy and inaccurate, plus the contrast is overblown. Overexposed areas would sometimes have a bluish shade, although it is still pretty usable and worth sharing online. Just don't expect some excellent quality. But nevertheless, the 120-degree wide-angle lens made up with it. You can take photos or shoot videos with a wide viewing range. Perfect for capturing some action and close-up shots on a skateboard, bicycle, or you can even snap it on your car's dashboard with the included mount. Video recording has 3 resolution choices. The highest is the 1080p Full HD recording at 30 frames per second, 720p also at 30 frames per second, and lastly, 720p resolution at 60 frames per second, for some slow motion shots. Let me be straightforward about this. In contrast to the action cameras that are already in the market, CD-R King's Action Camcorder doesn't offer a mind-blowing photo and video quality. It is because this camera isn't made to please and attract those consumers that are already on that particular market. This device is for people who wanted to try a real waterproof and rugged camera, but doesn't have the fortune to afford a GoPro, a Sony Action Cam, or even the HTC Re. The device's overall performance and features are pretty satisfying for its price tag. The output it can produce is fairly usable, there's Wi-Fi capability, a great deal of included accessories and mounts, plus there's a built-in LCD screen, a feature that is missing even on some high-end action cameras. If you're looking for the cheapest GoPro alternative, CD-R King's Action Camcorder is the one for you. For a more comprehensive look of this device, make sure to check out the full written review linked below. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button and share this video if you liked it, and also subscribe if you still haven't. Thank you for watching.